Hello everyone, welcome to the best show in the entire world, the ABS show. You're watching me on the TV, so go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And after the show, go on Instagram and follow us at the ABS show. Yeah. I just want to send a big thank you to everyone that keeps coming in here and watching us. We really do appreciate it. But you can watch it by yourself, so go ahead and share, tag your friends, and spread the news, okay? All right, hi everyone.
Hi.
All right, so let's dig into today's topic.
Yes.
Miss Spitfire, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about a woman who was banished from her community on the account of witchcraft allegations.
Oh.
Yeah, she gives birth to her child on the road, and she had to nurture her child for 3 weeks by herself before being rescued by a charity organization. So the question of the day is, at what point should the line be drawn between religious beliefs and human safety rights?
Okay, so
this continues.
So give me a little bit more. Where's she from and what happened? What actually happened?
Okay, so the woman is from Akwa Ibom, which is kind of like the hub. That's the hub of witchcraft allegations.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. I thought it was Benin.
No, funnily, the Benin, they say that Benin people have that you know,
they fly.
Possessed, but Akwa Ibom they have a higher rate of people being banished and excommunicated from their communities. So Akwa Ibom is where she's from, and she was banished and I'm pretty sure a lot of times it's usually all this that religious leaders that lay those allegations.
So?
Yeah,
probably the one that had sex with her
80% of 80% of the time, it's always like a religious leader or a pastor that will say, "Oh, somebody in your family is this. You have to," and they prey on the weakest person, the weakest link, or maybe the one that falls sick the most, or the child that is brightest in the household, or the one that is stubborn. They'll pick that one out, and then that would be the scapegoat. And say, "Oh, this person is possessed." The next thing is they kick them out of the household, even as young as 2. Kick them out of the household, out on the streets, wondering, because they said once you get rid of the person, your problem stops.
Wow.
Yeah.
Barbaric.
All right, so let's talk about this because witchcraft, it's been there. We've been there for ages and ages and ages, and I don't think it's gonna go away. Because if it's possible for it to go away, we wouldn't be talking about it. It's still there. My question is, why are the females like always accused? What happened to the men? They can be witchy. I'm not
wizards.
Wizards. You know,
wizards.
I'm not a wizard. I'm not a witch, so I can't really go into depth of what it is. But for what I know it's an organization and it's like a religion to some people. That's what they practice. They practice black magic and things happen for them. My issue is, why are we separating them from other religion? Why can't everybody just live together? So if somebody's accused of being a witch, why are they sent away? Because I said that to say, in Ghana, in the northern part of Ghana, there's a whole witch camp. Okay, Gambaga witch camp. It's really a thing where if somebody accuses you of being witchy or
witchy,
if somebody accuses you of being a witchcraft, they send you over there. You know what I mean? So it's like they castrate you from society because they claim that you are
concentration camp.
Yes, because they're saying that you are a witch, and this needs to stop. Because it's been happening to our mothers, it's been happening to our great grandmothers and all of that. And especially when your husband dies.
Yes.
That's when the whole community want to attack you, you know, for doing stuff like that. So we need to also watch that as well. I also think it's a lot of these women that are being sent there are mentally ill. Some of them are mentally ill, and they accuse them of witchcraft. You know, so we need to also watch that. And it's sad to see that a whole mother with a child has been kicked out of her community. Yeah. We need to do better.
And flip side, in the U.S., they're celebrating witches. They're having conventions.
Yes.
They're writing books about it.
Yes.
It is a huge deal. If you're a witch, it's a huge deal.
What do you think? Where do you think that is stemming from?
I think it's just about following the trend. Like, you know, it's like it's trending to be a vampire, to be a witch, to be that. But it's so fun. I just don't understand, which goes back to what you said in the last one of our episodes about education.
Yes.
Education. Like, it's just really, like, how barbaric and how silly are you that you are putting somebody on the street to suffer like that? Where's the father of the child? Was he, what's going on? And then she just, like, just the fact that Nigeria, even African countries, they're still thinking about witches. They're bigger witches. They're called politicians. When you start wanting to excommunicate them, then we will see prosperity and life in our home.
No, when I asked you where that is stemming from, I wanted to know, because who is preaching that witchcraft is bad? Because you said in Africa, it's like, oh, it's bad that, but then here they celebrate it.
Yes.
So then who is preaching?
The pastors.
The village chiefs and pastors.
Don't you think it's the
Self,
motive?
really just for
Don't you think it's the motive that is preaching that witchcraft is bad? Because back in Africa and in history, we have native doctors, right?
Exactly.
And there are certain people that are saddened by people's success. That's how they categorize them. And then those people visit those native doctors to pray for evil things to happen to certain kind of people. So when those people are caught, they are called witches. You get my point? So that was how there's this whole stereotype and negative impression of a
Connotation,
witch.
yeah.
Because this side, the witches are not actually doing bad things to people.
They're
They're actually
money.
making their own people rich
Yes. Yeah.
and helping themselves in the society, in the government, in politics, and in entertainment. But in Africa, a witch, as it is said, does not want you to prosper. A witch wants you to suffer.
But you don't have to be a witch to do all of those things. Your neighbor can have that thought of not wanting you to prosper. You know, your sister can do that for you.
That's why
So-
they call her a witch.
Oh.
Yeah.
You get my point?
My sister's not a witch.
I'm just saying, like in Africa, when your
having-
sister is angry that something good is happening in your family and in your life, she's automatically called
But have
a witch.
those
you
people
hating on someone. You hating on someone. That doesn't quantify you a witch.
But that's what they say. I'm not standing
the
for that
allegations
point.
of witchcraft is not what you're. That's not. This one is. They accuse you of killing people in the household, sucking people's blood, and flying at night.
you
There's a
mosquito.
difference.
But who's okay? Hold
Embodying
up.
cats,
Who's flying?
taking on body of cats and dogs
They're
and
witches
rats.
now.
That is.
But who is flying? I've
The
never.
person-
Have you seen somebody fly before?
I've
No.
never seen anybody
never.
fly.
So then what is the problem? Why are we still living in the dark?
But I
It's
wouldn't
lack
lie.
of
I wouldn't lie.
education.
When I was a kid, when I was
you saw-
Bring
on
when
your
I
story.
when I was a
Bring
kid.
it on.
Timani, be mindful about what you're about to
in
say.
Edo State,
Timani.
when I was a kid in Edo State in Benin, it even came on the news, and that was funny to me. But I was a kid.
You saw a witch on
We
flying.
we saw two ladies naked hanging on a transformer in the morning, and people gathered down. They said they were flying to America to
And
suck blood.
electricity.
Then their fuel,
Was this a Nollywood movie?
spiritual gas, their spiritual fuel actually finished.
Oh, the
So-
nobody
So
they
they
like.
needed to refill,
Can you
but they
imagine?
couldn't get a refill, so they hung up there in the transformer. They were naked, squatting in the transformer. I saw
So
it.
couldn't that
Were
be
they
mental
electrocuted?
health?
They said they are witches.
Were they
Couldn't that be
electrocuted?
mental health? That
Huh?
couldn't that be mental health? That while you were sleeping, somebody just the wires in the brain did not is not working well. They decided to climb up, right? And then the end goal is what you saw.
Yeah.
And then somebody narrated that story by saying that they were flying.
Yeah.
You know
they
what I
said
mean?
they were flying.
So the thing is, we need to educate ourselves. We need to travel more. Read a book. Open up a book and read. And when you begin to know all this knowledge, you wouldn't come up with stories like that. That somebody was flying and they got, that person that made that statement needs to be in the mental health institution as well.
But also, what about they drink too much palm wine? Or they drink, if you drink too much palm wine, you go climb transformer too.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Think about it.
There were also
Charlie,
cases
your
of
point,
old
your point
ladies.
actually kind of takes me back to an incident that happened.
Oh, not another incident.
No, okay, it's not about.
You guys
I mean,
are
your
these witches,
point.
don't be around
your
me
point.
now.
It's
Yeah,
not
I've
about
seen,
trees and things. Your point brings me back to something that happened where a child had was convulsing, and they
my
took the
God.
child. I suppose taking the child to the hospital. The parents took the child, and this happened in my neighborhood. Shout out to Ikotun, Lagos State.
Ikotun
They
Egbe.
took the child to the pastor, and the pastor termed the child a witch. So there they were in the church praying and flogging the child with
Oh my
palm
God.
front. And the child ended up dying because the child is convulsing. You're supposed to take the child, probably had epilepsy or something. You're supposed to take the child to the hospital. You're there saying the child is a witch, and they beat the child until the child gave up. This
Ignorance.
happens oftentimes where you have kids that have medical conditions, you have kids that are headstrong, some stubborn kids, and they will beat them to a pulp and term the children witches. Turn a wife that is not that doesn't want to conform to the norm, be too subdued by her husband, probably speak up when the husband is beaten up, say, you know what, I'm done, I'm fed up of it. He terms her a witch. And in our society in Nigeria, a man's word is final. When a man speaks, they listen to him as opposed to a woman. So when he terms her a witch, what happens? The family gathers up, and marriage, the union of marriage is a strong thing where family members have more say than the people that are involved in the marriage. So if this man's family come and say, this woman is a witch, my son said he's a witch, they'll bundle you
They won't even let the
to
person
the
speak.
witch doctor. And the witch doctor, because he wants to sell market now, he cannot tell you that he doesn't have powers. He will say that he sees that the person flies at night too. He'll say what is not. Then you have your
Yeah,
so now
but
you're
it's
termed,
true.
you're termed a
Ignorance.
witch. Then the next thing you know, you're banished from the community. You're out on the streets, probably heavily pregnant like this woman was, and then you're out there. Now you have kids. So when you see little kids that are extremely malnourished roaming about, there's a reason why. You know, there's a reason why they're there. And you wonder why are people not helping them? Because they already have that stigma, that witch title attached to them. But it's quite unfortunate.
I have 2 points to make. Like, my grandmother, who went to church, Catholic church early in the morning, 5 a.m., but she still went to the witch doctor. She told me not to walk backwards because I was going to walk into spirits. I was like, what is walking backwards? So it's just so funny that even though like our native culture and religion is so innate, and no matter how much sometimes she has a college degree, everything, but you're still believing in the witch doctor. So which one is it? The levels to it. It's like a brainwash. It's like serious brainwashing from childhood. But I do remember something. I'm going to sound like T-Manny now. When I was growing up in Yaba, there was a time that there were so many robbers. Like the robbers were robbing every house in Yaba. Every house. It almost like every house. You hear people screaming and whatever. But the lady that we Mama Aki, who we rented a house from, had put something in the ground.
Strong woman.
I don't know what she put in the ground. Like she had, like at the point when she had found out about, she put something in the ground. And the robbers, they came to the gate, but they didn't come in. It was crazy. I don't know if I don't want to say that I believe it, but it was crazy. They passed right by, and she was a wealthy woman because we were renting like the little small thing and the thing. But they really didn't come into the house. So I don't know if it was just like when you believe in tell the universe that something's not, because you know the universe is very strong too. The universe gives you what you want. So if she believed it enough, the robbers didn't come. But how did they just pass her house and go to the next house? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you.
That's my own witch story. I'm sorry.
Just like all of you guys, we all have our witch stories. We all have our supernatural.
What's your own witch story? Please share.
My own is Madam High Heel. Madam High Madam High Heel. You know the story. Every public school, students in Ghana, they know the story. The lady is called Madam High Heel. She was a mean teacher, and one day the student killed him and put him in placed her in the cupboard, in the student cupboard. While they were doing that, she had on her high heel. It was red. I don't know if it was loops, but it was red. It was loops. It was red. And then so every year, once a year, she comes back looking for that high heel. And a student dies. Okay, so every year, so that's my supernatural story. But knowing what I know now, I don't believe in none of those. And it's all thanks to me traveling. It's all thanks to me reading books. It's all thanks to me like educating myself. And that's what I want to get out there, meeting people. You know what I mean? Stop with the group thinking, and we have that a lot in Africa. We have that a lot in my country. It's like, oh, really? Oh, okay, then let me follow you. You know, it must be true. Do your own research. And that's what I want to preach as well. But to answer your question, you said, at what point should we draw the line between the religious beliefs and human safety? So what do you guys say, safety rights? She has a human rights. What are they doing? What is the government doing? At the end of the day, whether she was a witch or not a witch, she's still a human being and deserves that right.
She had a baby.
So
what happened to this?
Okay, so now, well, a charity organization took her in. But as far as your question, what are the government doing? Well, the government did have a couple of, let's say, safety zones for people that are in this kind of predicament where you get sent out of your community, you know, and unfortunately, as they do with the IDP camps, it's run to the ground. It's not really a safe haven for you either.
It's dangerous.
So at the end of the day,
Sometimes
you end up
they eat
finding
once a day.
Right. So at the end of the day, you still end up finding yourself on the street. Not to mention the ones that get sold out, the women that have kids and the kids get sold out into kidnapping, family, human trafficking. The ones that they get chopped up and used for ritual and all those stuff. It's more like it's a shopping center now for people that are into rituals. So it's not really a safe haven. Then now my question is, if
2018,
if the government is aware that these things are happening in all the states, why not to put a better plan in motion to help the people that are displaced, help people that are homeless, people that are being accused, or maybe take it one step further. stop them from banning people from the community.
Yeah.
Just
have a
people
law
out.
against
But that's
that.
what they think they are doing, though. By setting up these camps, like I mentioned, the Gambaka camp in Northern Religion, by setting up these camps, they think they are helping.
No,
the
they're
chiefs,
aiding.
the chiefs are thinking, okay, they're kicking you out of your community, right? Or well, we have this camp for you. Go there, and everything will be okay. My question is, do they graduate then? Do they graduate from not being witch anymore and then join their community?
Society.
My issues are the fake pastors. My issues
There
are
we
the
go.
pastors
False
castrating
prophets.
these people.
False prophets.
Right.
Tell it, how do you, once again, how do you go to church? And then some guy tells you, or a man of God tells you that whatever you are going through is your mother's fault. Your mother is, is the cause of, you not getting a job or you're not. And you believe that. I don't understand that. That's your mother that gave birth to you.
She could have
Took you to
aborted you
school.
if she didn't want to have you.
You know, there was a set of artists, a set of twins. Zule, I think.
Zule.
Not is it
No,
Zule?
it's not
Zule.
Zule, Zule.
Mamuzi
twins.
twins.
They
Yeah.
ignored their mother
And they
for years.
for like 15 years they didn't talk to their mother based on something similar.
Yeah.
The mother was accused of being a witchcraft by a pastor, and they cut all ties with the woman until she died.
Yeah, in
And
some
after she
communities,
died,
twins
crazy.
and twins.
Oh yeah, that's another
twins,
thing too. Also
they
a
don't accept
taboo.
twins, yeah.
So also albinism. If you're an albino, they
do that too.
Because they don't
But I do
know
want to
it.
say
Yeah.
that there's some,
They
I
don't
do
know.
feel like there's evil though. I mean, there's evil and there's good in this world, right?
Yes.
That's my belief, right?
Yeah.
That there's the good and the evil. Of course, devil and God. Because at one point, I don't know if you guys have ever had this happen to you. It happened to me when I was sleeping, but then I woke up, right? But something was holding me down.
pressing you down.
Oh, that's the
Sleep something.
something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, but
Is
it
it
was.
sleep
It
apnea?
It's
paralyzes
not sleep
you.
apnea.
No,
Sleep
no,
apnea
no,
is
it
when you are
paralyzes
waking up
you.
and like literally I couldn't
Trying to
move.
remember the name.
And then I called out
You
to
probably
God.
ate too much and went to
I
bed.
didn't eat too much.
You
I got
ate
to
too
bed.
much.
Something
Listen,
else me
listen.
down. Something else me down.
Africa, let me give advice. Let me give advice because
Another
that is
Jesus.
happening.
So she thinks it's witchcraft. That's
No, I don't say it's
No,
witchcraft. I
she's
said
saying
it's
there's
evil
there's
and
evil.
good in the
But
So
world.
evil was pressing you down.
Evil was
not
pressing
evil.
me in the bed now.
No, but Charlie, there is evil in the world.
There is, but that's not evil.
Let me give you advice.
You'll give me advice.
Let me give you advice.
Yeah.
My Africans, listen to me. If you don't want that to happen to you, don't go to bed eating eba, fufu,
Nah, lie.
cake. All those things are heavy food. And that's why you can't wake up.
Go to
bed with something light.
Go to bed with something like. And
Lie.
one more thing. I think my Ghanaians, you guys do this a lot. If you go to bed and you're having bad dreams, don't wake up and drink Milo and go back to bed.
Hey.
Pray. Or go for a run and come back.
come back, yeah.
I believe in evil as well, but the evil that I believe in is not spiritual shit. The evil that I
humans.
believe in is the corruption is evil.
Yes.
You lying is
The will,
evil.
the
You know
will
what I
to do
mean?
evil.
That's what I consider evil.
I believe that there's evil.
There's
There
evil
is
evil
voodoo.
entity.
There is juju. There is
If
spiritual
you believe in
powers.
it, it will happen to you.
It's not about happening. It's you calling it what it is. Listen, I'm not talking about people disappearing. I'm not talking about committing a magic incident and the person just turn into a bat and start flying away. No. There are people there's evil in this world.
Yeah,
and it stems
serial
you
killers,
serious?
serial
Did you just
killers,
ask
all what do you
like
call
what?
that?
No,
That's like-
no,
that's
she's
evil.
saying that she's saying
Not
that
physical
not
evil.
physical.
There is spiritual
Like
evil.
what? Give me an example.
Because
Educate me.
even at the dawn of time, as there was good, there was evil. It came together. When you say there's just Christ, what's the opposite of just Christ?
There's white, there's black.
There's Satan now. They were all God's children. You did not know that Satan, Lucifer was a child of God. Yeah,
Fallen
he was
star.
also God's child. He was a creation of God. As you have God, Jesus Christ, as an amazing human being who came to the world and helped us and was resurrected for our sake. You have the devil who is out here to still kill and destroy. And from him stems all these spiritual powers and all these principalities
It
and all
does.
that
It
go
does.
into
I
the
do
world
believe
and
that.
destroy. They are the ones that inhabit the hearts of all these fake pastors that make them now say, oh, your mother is a witch. Your child, after looking for a child for 30 years, you finally have a son, he will come and say, that son that you have, that 2-year-old boy is a witch. Then you now send the child you now kick the child out.
So now who's the
And, then
witch?
and mind you, he's not telling you, bring the child, let us deliver this child so you can have your child. No. He's telling you,
he's scared.
send him out. Because when you send him out, your problems are over. Then tell me if that is not evil, what else is?
Yeah, but do you
The person
believe in
is
miracles?
evil.
Do you believe in miracles, Charlie?
Yeah, but
If you believe in miracles,
all miracles
then
is
there's
money.
evil.
Oh, okay.
no, but the miracle that I believe in doesn't mean
That's
you should
it.
sit. on your nyach and then it will happen.
No.
You still have to, put in your work as well.
There are
and
forces
God will
in this world. There are forces.
Yeah.
There are terrestrial powers
So
that exist.
so what's
whether
going
we
on
like
in the
it or
picture?
not.
What is going in the picture?
Okay, so this little boy, he was 2 years old when his parents kicked him out, right? And he was malnourished, walking around. He ate whenever he saw something to eat. If he didn't see anything to eat, oh well, that was it. He was all at the brink of dying when this lady, her name is Anne, I believe her name is, give me a second.
She's a white lady.
She's
she's from
Austria,
savior.
and she was part of a charity, and she found the boy. The next picture shows where she actually saw the boy and fed him water, and then the boy, and this is how the boy looks now.
That's koshoko actually. Like when
Kwashoko.
you're koshoko when you're more.
This is malnutrition. The boy this is how the boy was on the street. No mother, no father, no nothing.
Sad,
Just walking back and
sad.
forth, and
Look
she
at
found
him
him.
now.
And look at him now, looking okay, doing okay, obviously.
Yes.
Being still a witch, obviously. The boy's still a witch.
Yes.
Because if you're not solving the problem, you can't get rid of the problem by throwing it out. It's not going to get solved. It's going to be there. You don't stop a fire by closing the door and say, okay, the fire is going to stop burning. No, it will take the whole house down.
You made a point. You said the white saving the black man again. Can you explain
that?
that?
And then we are feeding into that white savior complex by doing this to our people, right? Throwing them away and everything, so that a white person or white people are coming to save us. And then that's why when white people enter, you ever seen it in a Nigerian restaurant, when a white person enters the restaurant and I enter the restaurant, I don't go eat till the white person eats.
True.
It's so shady. Like literally, they really. Oh God, thank you. Oh God, auntie. I'm like,
So who are you blaming them? Because it's
I'm
not
blaming-
their
I'm
fault.
blaming- it's not
their fault.
But the thing about it is that it's ignorance. It just goes down to ignorance that you think that something is not what it is. It's across the board with the witchcraft, with everything. Is that there's an ignorance that they have learned. It's learned behavior. Nobody like a baby when two babies are born, a white or a black, they don't hate each other. But their parents innate. It's your parents that are teaching you witchcraft. It's your parents that's making you believe this way. It's literally parenting and society. So until we start to change those dynamics, we're going to continue having this witch here, this witch there, this warlock there, and this and that, right?
Pictures like this get some people really upped up, but you cannot be mad. You can't be mad because you're not helping your own. You're not helping your neighbor. You're not helping your friend, and they will come in and help us. And so we can't really get mad at this picture like, oh, a white person is coming in to save
But Charlie, you're not right. I mean, talking about us or just talking about just people in general?
People in general.
I'm just saying people in general.
Because that's why I think that all of us here that sit at this table should do something. Like that's why I always say that we should always go back and do something. Like for instance, I am helping rebuild a school in Liberia that I saw.
Congrats, that's good.
The James Stewart School in Liberia that was created. And the thing about it is you have to start giving back and you have to start doing and teaching and advising. I think that when people, like you said, people should comment on the comment box. If they need resources, have questions or whatever that we can answer, let's answer them for them. Because sometimes when things are happening to people, they don't even have people to talk to. So, like where do you talk to, in those things? And government really has to create infrastructure if they're not so busy lining their fucking stupid pockets. I'm sorry.
She's mad, y'all. She's mad, y'all.
I'm sorry. But yeah, they're lining their pockets instead of taking care of these simplistic needs. How much does it cost to take care of this one child and his mother? How much really would it cost? Nothing.
The whole religious
It's quite
so
unfortunate.
high. We need to definitely draw the line
Yeah,
between.
religion
The
is
same
it
religion
plays
the
a
white people
major
gave
part
us.
though.
The same religion the white people gave us.
That, which kind of takes me back to what he had asked. This is the reason why we can't get rid. You were saying something about them merging Christianity and paganism, your grandmother. That's the reason why you can't get rid of it, because we grew, the foundation of Nigeria was on our traditions before the white man came with Christianity. And now we've spun Christianity into this mad industry where they make money at the detriment of people.
Yeah.
You have the poor people getting poorer, the pastors are lining their pockets, living large, multiple jets, and the members are living like witches. Are you talking about witches? Have you seen the members that go to these churches? They are dressed wretchedly, they look terrible, they don't even have food to eat. Yet they take the little 15 naira they have and still give it to you, and you wholeheartedly take it. You are the witch. The people that are leading these multi-million dollar churches, you're the witches. Because you're feeding on the poor. You're sucking the blood of the poor.
Right.
So how about you go for deliverance, pastors? Before you start telling people that they need to get rid of images in their household.
These images are very sad.
They are.
I really want to hear from
We
the
need you
viewers.
guys
We
to
need to
talk.
hear. And if you have a witch story, let us
Share
know
your
as
witch
well
story.
Yeah.
in the comments. We love
Would
you for
love to hear
watching. Until next time, you're watching the ABS show. This is Mina TV.
See you guys
Bye.
soon.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.